Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Monster Strike, let's look at the new wood Gozetsu monster, that is Complex. And I'm very excited about this video because I'm very excited about this character. But I think she will be one of the best max looks that you can make in the game. And I've said this, I think in the first clear video, but I consider her to be up there with like Shooting Gata, Eden, and Magmel as the best max looks in the game. The thing that all of those characters have in common is the Pierce with the double null ability, and then some kind of a bump combo which gives you the blast effect so you can set off other bump combos. All of those things together make for a great character to use to farm for like easy and medium quests. I'm always looking for ways just to make the game like more frictionless and just easier to play. And then yeah, characters like these are really going to help with that. But looking at her stats, attack is pretty good at 23 for a drop character. Speed is very good at about 460. She is a speed type. HP is low, 20,000. But one of her 4 abilities, she has the water resistance. So in water quests, you know, she'll take even less damage. And then her double null that she has is the flight, and then on the gauge, null block. At the moment, there's not a lot of need for wood characters that are flight with null block. Right now it's like Kinky 17 and that's about it. But if you've played Kinky 17, you know that there are very few characters that are good for there. So, you know, there might be a lot of like future use cases for that element sling style double null. But at the moment, not so much. But, you know, high level quests, that's not what you want Complex for right now anyway. Like I said before, you want to use her for farming the easy and medium level quests. One question mark, she has the null speed down wall. So triple null basically. So yeah, that adds even more to her future proofness. Strike shot is interesting. It's a tackle strike shot, and then the target that she tackles, all of your teammates will shoot lasers into where Complex hits. So you get the tackle damage, but then the real damage comes from the lasers from the teammates. This works kind of like Valkyrie's strike shot. The more teammates that you hit on the way to sticking to the enemy, the fatter those lasers will be, and then the more damage they will do. But you know, the strike shot is strong enough, even without hitting any teammates, that you don't need to worry about it too much. So you can just tackle, get the damage, that'll be fine. If you have some teammates along the way, that's even better. And then the bump combo, this makes the character. The power up is fine, you know, it can be good for erasing power down, but it's the secondary bump combo, the wall bomb. She's the first character in the game to get this. But yeah, almost 150,000 damage, that's very strong by itself. So she could really benefit from a sidekick Abelberry. Another characteristic of this bump combo is that it will pierce through enemies, and then it won't explode until it hits a wall. This is different from like Armageddon's bump combo, the wall set laser. If you hit Armageddon, and then the object that Armageddon fires out, if it hits an enemy, it will just plonk off and then just disappear. It only activates if it hits the wall. But with Complex, you don't have to worry about that. It'll just pierce through all through enemies and will hit the wall, and then it will explode where it hits the wall. And then the hit area is pretty large, and then that will also set off your teammates' bump combos. So if you're pretty good with like a dunk laser, you can aim this wall bomb bump combo and you know, either do damage to the enemies or set off bump combos you want to set off, or ideally both at the same time. So using Complex as a max luck to set off your teammates' bump combos, it's not as easy or mindless as Magmel or Eden. Takes a little bit of thought, it works better with Pierce monsters, and it's easier to do if your positioning with Complex is good. But, you know, I wouldn't say it's that much harder from Shooting Gata. Shooting Gata, she has the bomb throw. You have to kind of like think about the path that your character is going to take, and then hope that the timing of the bombs is right, so that you can set off your teammates' as bump combos. So, Shooting Gata and Complex, they're both a little bit less than ideal, but still, very powerful, I think. Very usable. And then I still remember when Shooting Gata first came out, people were like, I don't know. I don't know where to use her besides Vita. I don't know how strong this bump combo is going to be. But people started using Shooting Gata in easy to medium quests, and they're like, oh, she's very strong. I kind of anticipate something similar is going to happen with Complex. One interesting thing about her is that as a Gozetsu monster, she is a transcendent form. So she can get the level 120 scroll, and then also the super bias scroll. And yeah, the closer I get to the max look of Complex, the more I'm going to want to use those on her. The level 120 scroll will of course raise her stats, and then also raise the damage of the wall bomb, so that's attractive. And then if you give her the super bias, since she is a speed type, she'll get the speed up once she hits a wall. That's very interesting for a Pierce monster with the double null. She could be a really, really great support character to really get around, grab hearts, set off your teammates' bump combos. So I look forward to using both of those on her. Okay, but let's take her to a quest. Again, there are not a lot of high-level quests where you really need her. So we're going to take her to Queen Butterfly. But hopefully during the course of this run, I can show you like how her bump combo really works, and then how her strike shot works. I'm also bringing a Tutankhamun and then a Satan Alpha. They have strong bump combos, so maybe we can set them off with Complex's wall bomb. Okay, so with Satan, let's hit the Complex wall bomb. Although, I think we hit Tutankhamun first with the direct bump combo anyway, so... but yeah, we also want to keep an eye on damage that we are doing with the wall bomb. Alright, Tutankhamun is very strong, as usual. And then, although Complex has pretty good attack for a Pierce drop monster, about 23,000, it's not really her direct attacks that we're going to count on. You know, of course I wish that she got the Minesweeper so that she could, you know, raise her damage, but no big deal. It's going to be more about mobility with her. Whoops, regular bound there, hit the damage walls and a mine, that's perfect. So let's go up, let's come down, let's get the wall bomb to set off Tutankhamun. So yeah, we saw that we took down the guy down there, and then the chip saw went towards the mermaid up there. So yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of thought to get the wall bomb going where you want it to. But yeah, it certainly isn't as mindless as the blast bump or the copy bump combo. Okay, that was pretty good. So after a lot of irregular bounds, we hit the wall bomb into the right wall. It did a big amount of damage to Queen Butterfly, even though the weak point was on the other side. So yeah, pretty strong bump combo. Maybe the challenge with this team is to go through the mission slowly enough that we can charge up Complex's strike shot. Okay, there's that about 460 speed from Complex, getting lots of back and forth through the boss. That's fine. All right, here let's fire Complex's wall bomb at Tutankhamun. If Satan Alpha were a Pierce character, you know, he would probably go through, again, faster than the wall bomb, and then set off the bump combo from Tutankhamun directly. But since he's a bounce, can't pierce through enemies, so the wall bomb pierced through the enemy instead. Be able to set that off, get the big blast, do some damage to some guys. If you know me, you know that I like the dunk laser. I was a fan of Bishamonten back in the day. I'm a fan of Karura now. So to get another very powerful bump combo that works similarly is a lot of fun to me. And it's even better that it sets off bump combos, so I'm very excited about Complex. It's still a tricky quest though. I'm getting maybe like 3 clears per 2-hour window. It's very low, it's very embarrassing to say. It is going to take me a while, I think, to get the max look of Complex, but she will be worth it. And then I don't really feel like I'm in a big hurry to finish her. I'm using the Okita Max Luck from the Gintama collaboration. He's very good in there. I'm very glad that I made him. And then I'm using Kato Kiyomasa. She's maybe the best in there, so I'm very lucky to have her. And then for the third character, I'm using Cherry Winger, who's good, but could be better. She doesn't have the Minesweeper. She only has Flight, so... Okay, last stage. We have Complex's strike shot ready, but I want to try to move my guys into better position. Maybe she can hit more guys, maybe she can hit the weak point of the boss. Alright, let's try to move over the nachos. Yeah, okay, not great positioning. But with Complex, let's use her Tackle Strike Shot. We'll just hit Satan Alpha, so we'll get the credit for hitting one teammate, and then we'll just hit a random place on Queen Butterfly. We won't hit the weak point, unfortunately. But we tackle in. That looked like maybe 500,000 damage from the tackle itself, and then maybe another 1,130,000 from the lasers. And that's from upgrading it once from hitting one teammate, so pretty strong. A lot of potential from it. But yeah, that is a quick look at Complex. One of the more exciting drop monsters to come around in a while for sure. Okay, thanks for watching and we'll see you again. Take care.